So welcome back students. Now we'll discuss some important problems of word problems of simultaneous linear equations which are related to speed of boats downstream and upstream. So what is the meaning of speed of boat downstream and speed of boat upstream? Remember, if boat is moving downstream, boat is moving downstream means what? Downstream means it is moving along the stream. If the stream is moving in this side, this is the direction of a stream. And if it is p kilometer per hour, means stream is moving with the speed of p kilometer per hour. At the same time, boat is moving over the stream. And if we move this boat in still water, it is moving with q kilometer per hour. But what should be its speed when it travels in stream? We know that speed means distance traveled by a body per unit time. Means distance traveled by boat per unit time is q kilometer. Means boat travels q kilometer in 1 hour. And stream travels p kilometer in 1 hour. And stream is flowing below the boat. So total distance traveled by boat, it travels q kilometer itself. And it is blown away by the stream by p kilometer. So the total distance becomes p plus q kilometer. Total distance which the boat travels becomes p plus q kilometer in 1 hour. Means its speed becomes p plus q kilometer per hour down the stream. As it itself traveling q kilometer in 1 hour and the stream is traveling p kilometer in 1 hour. So the total distance both travel together is p plus q. Means stream is not traveling. We don't want to travel with the stream. But boat is traveling with its own speed of p kilometer per hour and stream below it is traveling with the speed of p kilometer per hour. So total distance it travels becomes p plus q kilometer per hour. That is speed of stream plus speed of boat. Or we must write q plus p actually. Q plus p means first we have to write boat's stream. Why? As boat's stream is the main thing. So q to q we add p, that is speed of stream. So we call this speed as speed of boat down the stream. And you should learn this. Speed of boat down the stream is q kilometer per hour, means q is the speed of stream. Speed of q means speed of boat and p is speed of stream. Means to find the speed of boat downstream, we should add speed of boat to the speed of stream. And unit will be same. Again, if boat is traveling against the stream, means stream is traveling with what speed we have assumed that it is traveling with q kilometer per hour and boat is traveling against this stream. So this is called upstream. It is traveling, this is boat and this is stream. So stream is traveling with the speed of q kilometer per hour and boat is traveling with the speed of p kilometer per hour. Means in 1 hour, boat moves forward by p kilometer and stream makes it again back by q kilometer. So the total distance it travels in 1 hour will become q less than its original distance it travels. So this distance is this distance is against the stream and it is traveling in 1 hour. So speed of boat upstream is obtained by subtracting speed of boat, subtract q, that is the speed of stream for it, to get speed of boat upstream, means opposite the stream. Speed of boat, this time we have assumed it, speed of boat as p and speed of streams at q, as q. This is to avoid your confusion that speed of boat is the main thing. In previous discussion, we have assumed that boat is moving with q kilometer per hour and stream is moving with p kilometer per hour. So the distance, the speed of boat downstream is taken speed of boat plus speed of stream. This is the main thing. P and Q are not important. This I have taken only to discuss. Their use is only for the discussion. And whenever we have to find the speed of boat upstream, we should subtract speed of stream from speed of boat. That is speed of boat minus speed of stream kilometer per hour. So we will use this concept to solve question number 18 from our assignment. A boat goes 40 kilometers downstream in 2 hours and returns in 4 hours. So while it returns, it travels upstream clearly. As while it goes, it moves with the speed of 40 kilometers. It moves with some speed that its speed is not given. So we have to find both the speed of boat in still water and speed of the current. So first of all, we will assume let the speed of boat in still water be x and the speed of current be y. So speed of boat in downstream, we have assumed that speed of boat in still water is x kilometer per hour and speed of current or the stream is y kilometer per hour. So the speed of boat in downstream is obtained by adding both. So x means the speed of boat plus speed of stream. So speed of boat in downstream will be obtained by adding these two. Okay. So whenever there are questions involving downstream and upstream, first of all, you assume the speed of boat always. Let's assume the speed of boat equals to x kilometer per hour and speed of current or the stream in question, current is given, is y kilometer per hour. After this, we have to assume two more things. Therefore, this is also the assumption. Speed of boat downstream equals to speed of boat plus speed of current, kilometer per hour. And we have to assume one more thing. Speed of boat upstream this time. So it is obtained by the difference. Means we have to write the speed of boat first. And we have to assume also the speed of boat first to avoid the confusion. So speed of boat minus speed of stream is the speed of boat upstream. Now we read the question again. It is given that a boat goes 40 kilometers downstream in 2 hours. Okay. So condition 1, first we write condition 1. Boat is going downstream in this. For downstream, we write everything. Speed equals to x plus y, we already have assumed, kilometer per hour. Time, what does the time it take to move upstream? Sorry, downstream, it is 2 hours. So time is 2 hours. For downstream, the time is 2 hours. And the third thing, speed, time, and the third thing is distance. As we know that speed equals distance upon time. So we write the distance of downstream also. So it is 40 kilometer. Distance of downstream is, this is 40 kilometer. Okay. And we know that speed equals to distance upon time. So for downstream, speed is x plus y. Okay. Distance is 40. Time is 2. It implies x plus y equals to 20. So this is the first equation. So in second condition, we will write all the conditions which are given in the next statement. Condition 2. And we name it as condition number 2. Condition 2. Write everything again. For upstream, it is for upstream. As when the boat returns, it returns opposite the stream. And so we know that its speed will be obtained by speed of boat minus speed of stream, kilometer per hour. And the time it takes becomes what? Time it takes in returning is 4 hours. And what about the distance? Distance is same now as it returns with the same path. So distance is 40 kilometers. Now again, we know that speed equals to distance upon time. Speed is x minus y. Distance is 40. Time is 4. We have written everything. So x minus y equals to 10. This is equation number 2. Now add equation number 1 to it. Adding 1. Y will be cancelled out. X plus x, 2x equals to 30. It implies x equals to 15. So speed of boat 15 kilometer per hour. And from equation number 1, x plus y equals to 20. So it implies y equals to 20 minus x, that is 20 minus 15 equals to 5. So speed of current equals to 5 kilometer per hour. So speed of boat 15 kilometer per hour and speed of current is 5 kilometer per hour. So these are the answers. So always remember, whenever there are questions involving upstream, downstream, first we assume speed of boat. These 4 lines are compulsory to write. Assume that speed of boat is x kilometer per hour, speed of current is y kilometer per hour, speed of boat down the stream is x plus y kilometer per hour, as we should add speed of boat plus speed of stream. First preference is given to boat always. Speed of boat upstream, speed of boat minus speed of stream. Okay, these 4 lines must be remembered to solve these types of questions involving upstream and downstream. So continue to solve them from the other books and from the other assignments also.